हेलो एंड वेलकम टू AKU क्लासेस। कैसे हैं आप सभी लोग? आई होप कि बहुत अच्छे होंगे एंड यू आर डूइंग गुड। आपको कल का डेमो सेशन जो है वो अच्छा लगा होगा, राइट? सो आज हमारा सेकंड डेमो सेशन है। टुडे इज द सेकंड डेमो सेशन ऑफ आवर बैच ऑफ दिस साइंस बैच फॉर क्लास 10 CBSE. So whatever we have discussed in the first demo batch, we will going to proceed from there. Okay, so हम लोग काफी सारी चीजें जो हैं आज नई डिस्कस करने वाले हैं एंड द मेन टॉपिक इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वैलेंसी, राइट? Because without valency we cannot make compounds. Okay, and if you are not being able to make compounds, then you'll find difficulty in the chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every chapter of chemistry. You'll find it very difficult to form a compound. Whenever you have been given a statement, suppose sodium and chlorine are reacting with each other and it forms sodium chloride, right? It's a very simple statement. So without, if you don't know what is the compound formula for NaCl, or sorry, for sodium chloride, then you cannot determine, uh, you cannot balance it, you cannot move further. There are a lot of things which we cannot do without knowing the concept of balance. So it is very important. It is actually a part of class 9, but we are going to discuss in this lecture. So let's start. Let's proceed. So what we have done yesterday is we have discussed about the batch process, batch timings, not timings actually. We have discussed about the syllabus and how do we proceed the batch, right? About the course completion, about the revision part, about previous year questions part, how do we proceed, how do we take tests. We have discussed all these, and then we have discussed the structure, basic structure of atom, which is being used to understand the concept of valence. Okay, and also we have discussed about the 20 to 30 elements of this chemistry of our periodic classification, right? So let's move further. We have discussed the stability criteria yesterday. The stability criteria. कल मैंने आपको स्टेबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया के बारे में बताया था कि जैसे हम लोग हैं, if we are starving, then we should have our chapatis or whatever we want to, but we cannot under eat or over eat, right? हम लोग कम भी नहीं खा सकते हैं, हम लोग ज्यादा भी नहीं खा सकते हैं. We need a specific amount of diet, right? बिल्कुल सेम वैसा ही जो क्राइटेरिया होता है that will followed by the elements, right? तो स्टेबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया जो है वो बताता है that there should be 8 electrons in the valence shell, right? There should be 8 electrons in the valence shell, and if this happens, then we can say the element is stable, right? This stability criteria also follows when the number of shell is 1. Number of shell is 1, then we can have 2 electrons. Means if there is only one shell exist, for example in hydrogen and in helium, there is only one shell exists. The number of electrons in hydrogen is 1 and the number of electrons in helium is 2. So there is only one shell. This is the nucleus and this is the first shell. Hydrogen is like this, and if we are talking about the helium, then it will be like this. Okay, so here in this we have only one shell, then the stability criteria satisfied at 2 electrons. But if we have more than one shell, then stability criteria will be satisfied at 8 electrons. Means if any element has 2 shells or more, then it should have 8 electrons in its valence shell. What is the name of the valence shell? It is the last shell. It is the other name. Okay, so last shell and valence shell is just a name of a shell. Okay, so the stability criteria for every element is that it should have 8 electrons in its valence shell except for these 2 elements. Okay, now every element is not stable, right? Naturally there are only few elements which are stable, and those elements are known as inert gases actually, or we can also say them noble gases, right? Noble gases are naturally naturally stable. Okay, they are naturally stable. So what an element can do to be stable? Okay, so let us take an example, few examples. Suppose we are taking an example of sodium. Sodium, the atomic number of sodium is 11, and here we can make it 281. This is the electronic configuration, right? And the electronic configuration of sodium says that there should be of 2 electrons in the first shell, 8 in the second, and 1 in the last shell. Okay, so as we can see that this element is not stable right now. This is not stable. Then what should we do to make it stable? We should, what this element can do is, it can do 3 things. Okay, an element can do 3 processes. 3 processes. What? First is it can lose an electron. Okay, it can gain an electron or electrons. Okay, or it can either share an electron. Okay, share an electron. We will not talk about this sharing part. We will talk it in the metals and non-metals chapter. It is given in very deep. Okay, but here we will discuss about these 2 parts. So a metal can lose an electron or gain an electron. Suppose this sodium has 281 as an electronic configuration. Now we can understand that this sodium, if they wants to get stable, if sodium wants to get stable, it can either gain 7 electrons. Or it will lose this 1 electron, right? Or it will lose this 1 electron. Now you can tell me that what is the easiest process, to gain 7 electrons or to lose 1 electron, right? So it is very clear that gaining 7 electrons is a tough part rather than losing 1 electron. So what will it do? It will lose 1 electron, and it will what? Make this configuration like this. This 1 electron is totally being given to another one. It will lose this electron. And losing an electron doesn't mean that it is existing right here and losing in the air or somewhere else. No, it will make bond with some other element, and we will discuss it in metal and non-metal, but we are not going in that way. But it will give this electron to any other element, right? Who needs an electron. जो गेन करना चाहता है, ये उसको अपना ये इलेक्ट्रॉन दे देगा. यानी कि इंस्टेड ऑफ लूजिंग वी कैन आल्सो यूज डोनेट कर देगा. Okay, we can also say that it will donate the electron. Okay, so the electronic configuration becomes this, and this sodium will be known as, this is no more sodium, this will become sodium ion, which will be known as let's say, suppose sodium ion, which can be written as Na positive. Whenever an electron is loosed by any atom, then we put a positive sign. How many positive signs? The number of electrons which are lost by the element or atom. Same number of positive charges will be occur. Okay, if we talk about magnesium, which is 12, here the configuration becomes this. So it can either gain 6 electrons or it will lose 2 electrons. What will it do? It will lose 2 electrons. So the configuration becomes the same as sodium, but it will become magnesium ion. Okay, and how do we represent it? Mg2 positive. Similarly, if we talk about chlorine has atomic number 17. This will become 287, right? 287 means it can either take 1 electron or it will lose these 7 electrons. So what is simpler? Obviously, gaining one electron is pretty much simpler. So it will what? It will gain an electron, and here it will become 288. So there is an 8 electrons and it will become stable. And what does it call? It called chlorine ion. Chlorine ion. Okay. And how do we write them? Cl minus. Whenever an atom gains an electron, then we'll put minus sign. Why this plus and minus sign we'll put while losing and gaining? That we will be discussing it in metals and non-metals chapter, right? There is a conceptual base. There is a conceptual explanation here. So we'll discuss it in metals and non-metals. It will be as a theory part. Okay. So here it is chlorine and here it is minus sign. Why? Because it is gaining an electron. You can also understand by this means that losing an electron means donating an electron. Giving a donation is a good thing. So it will have a positive charge. It will have a positive effect. So it will have a positive charge. And gaining something means we are taking something. Okay, like we are taking a debt, we are taking a loan. Okay, so gaining is not a good thing. So it will have minus sign here. Okay, let us take another example like O2, like oxygen. Okay, 8 electrons. It will have 8 electrons because the atomic number of oxygen is 8, and here we will do the configuration and it will be like this. Okay, so what will it do? It will either lose 2 electrons. Sorry, it will either gain 2 electron. It will either gain 2 electron or it will lose 6 electrons. So again, the easiest part is to gain. So it will become like this. And what will it call? It will call the oxygen ion. And how much? How do we represent it? O, how much electrons is being gained? So 2 minus. 2 electrons are gained here. It is 2 minus. तो हुआ क्या? क्लोरीन ने 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज कर दिया, है ना? नहीं, लूज नहीं किया, गेन किया. ठीक है, लूज नहीं करेगा ये क्योंकि 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन को लूज करना पड़ेगा, 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन कर लेगा. जब ये गेन करेगा 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन को तो यहाँ पर माइनस साइन आ जाएगा क्योंकि गेनिंग अच्छी चीज नहीं होती. किसी से कुछ भी चीज लेना इज नॉट अ गुड थिंग. ठीक है, यू शुड यूज योर ओन थिंग्स. ठीक है, ये हम लोग जनरल लाइफ में हम लोग अप्लाई करते हैं. इसका जो जनरल रीजन होता है केमिस्ट्री के अकॉर्डिंग, राइट, जो साइंस के अकॉर्डिंग रीजन होता है वो हम लोग मेटल्स एंड नॉन मेटल्स में बहुत ही डिटेल में पढ़ने वाले. ओके, तो ऑक्सीजन क्या करेगा? 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करेगा, इसलिए 2 नेगेटिव चार्ज आएंगे. एंड दीज आर नोन एज कैटायंस एंड एनायंस. दीज आर नोन एज. अब जब ऑक्सीजन ने 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन कर लिए, अब यहाँ पर स्टेबल कौन हुआ? स्टेबल दिस एटम और दिस मॉलिक्यूल इज द स्टेबल मॉलिक्यूल. ठीक है, ये अब आगे रिएक्शन नहीं करेगा. जब ये इस फॉर्म में है तो ये रिएक्शन नहीं करेगा. दिस इज ऑल्सो स्टेबल, राइट? दिस इज ऑल्सो स्टेबल. दिस इज स्टेबल मीन्स sodium ion will be in a stable form. This magnesium ion will be in stable form. Okay, I hope this is clear. This will be stable form. Okay, I hope this is clear. So now we'll come to the concept of valency. What is valency? What is valency? Valency is nothing. How many electrons? Yeah, we can say that the number of electrons losing or gaining or sharing. कोई भी एटम कितने नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स या तो लूज कर रहा है या गेन कर रहा है या उसे शेयर कर रहा है, इसका जो नंबर होता है, ये इसका जो मैथमेटिक्स होती है, यानी कितना वो हाउ मच अमाउंट ऑफ हाउ मच इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर लूजिंग, गेनिंग एंड शेयरिंग, यही चीज हमारी वैलेंसी कहलाती है. दिस इज ओनली नोन एज द वैलेंसी. इट्स कॉल्ड वैलेंसी. ओके, रिमेंबर, valency is not represented by negative sign. वैलेंसी लिखते टाइम कभी भी नेगेटिव साइन नहीं लगाया जाता। ओके, वैलेंसी लिखते टाइम कभी भी नेगेटिव साइन नहीं लगाया जाता। रिमेंबर दिस पार्ट। ओके, रिमेंबर दिस पार्ट। सो वैलेंसी क्या होती है? कोई भी एलिमेंट, कोई भी एटम जितने भी लूजिंग और गेनिंग कर रहा है इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की, जितने भी नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स वो लूज कर रहा है या गेन कर रहा है या शेयर कर रहा है, उसी को हम लोग वैलेंसी बोलेंगे। आइए देखते हैं एग्जांपल्स अपने कल वाली जो टेबल थी हमारी उसी पर। ओके, सो दिस इज द टेबल। हियर द एटॉमिक नंबर of hydrogen is 1. Okay, so we'll proceed from here. Okay, we will proceed from here. यहां पर अगर हम देखें तो वैलेंसी क्या हो जाएगी, बता सकते हैं भाई? वैलेंसी क्या हो जाएगी? इसको हटा दो, इसको इससे लिखते हैं। ठीक है, चलिए। तो यहाँ पर देखो, पहले सोडियम से स्टार्ट करते हैं। सोडियम का जो कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है वो 281। क्या करना चाहिए इसे? एक इलेक्ट्रॉन या तो ये लूज करेगा या साथ गेन करेगा, लेकिन हम लोग जानते हैं कि ये साथ गेन नहीं कर पाएगा, तो एक लूज कर रहा होगा। एक लूज कर रहा होगा तो ये Na+ बना रहा होगा। क्या बना रहा होगा? Na+ बना रहा होगा लूज करने पर। ठीक है, और कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स लूज किए इसने? इसने एक इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज किया, तो ये 1 इसकी वैलेंसी। Similarly, we will talk about the magnesium. Magnesium will lose 2 electrons, hence the valency will be 2. Similarly, the aluminium will lose 3 electrons because it can either lose these 3 electrons or gain 5 electrons, so it will also lose 3 electrons, so valency will be 3. Now, silicon, for silicon, 4 electrons are there, so it can either gain them or lose them, but it will do the sharing part. Okay, the number of losing and gaining is same for this silicon, so it will do the sharing part. So how many electrons are shared? 4 electrons will be shared. कैसे शेयरिंग होगी? that we will discuss in metals and all. बहुत डिटेल में हम लोग उसको वहां पर पढ़ने वाले हैं। ठीक है, बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे, इसलिए अभी यहाँ पर मैं नहीं लगा, अलग ही कॉन्सेप्ट चलता है थोड़ा सा। Now for phosphorus, it can either gain 3 electrons or lose these 5 electrons. So again, gaining 3 electrons is much easier than losing 5. Okay, so it will gain 3 electrons. So the number of electrons gaining, by any atom, losing or gaining, it will not lose, it will only gain. So the valency will be 3. Okay, the valency will be 3 because it is gaining 3 electrons. And same with sulfur, it will gain 2 electrons, so valency will be 2. Okay, remember, never put minus sign here. Never put minus sign here because माइनस कभी भी वैलेंसी के साथ नहीं आता। माइनस साइन जो आता है वो चार्जेस के साथ आता है, जो अभी मैंने लिखे थे Cl माइनस Cl, इसके साथ चार्ज को रिप्रेजेंट करता है माइनस, बट इट विल नेवर कम विद दिस क्लोरीन। ओके, तो क्लोरीन कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करेगा? 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन कर रहा होगा, तो वैलेंसी 1 हो जाएगी। और आर्गन की वैलेंसी कितनी होगी? क्योंकि ये एक भी इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज या गेन नहीं करेगा बिकॉज इट इज ऑलरेडी स्टेबल। ठीक है, तो इसकी वैलेंसी हो जाएगी 0। सो यहां से हमें एक और चीज पता चली, that the valency of noble gases, the valency of noble gases is 0 because the valence shells are already completely filled. आप देखें हीलियम का भी एक ही शेल है, तो 2 पर ही ये पूरा कंप्लीटली स्टेबल हो जाएगा, तो इसकी भी 0 होगी। ओके, इसकी भी 0 होगी। पोटेशियम की देखें तो पोटेशियम की वैलेंसी 1 होती है, कैल्शियम की वैलेंसी भी, क्योंकि 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन को ये लूज कर देगा, ये 2 को लूज कर देगा, तो ये 2 हो जाएगी, राइट। और स्कैंडियम से लेकर जिंक तक की जो वैलेंसी होती है वो अभी हमारे 10th सिलेबस में नहीं है। रीजन बीइंग, मैंने आपको कल बताया था, दीज आर नोन एज ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट्स वेयर पेनल्टीमेट शेल एज वेल एज वैलेंस शेल्स आर इनकम्प्लीटली filled, so it will behave in different manner. Okay, so we'll study in them in class 11th and 12th, where we are going to divide our periodic table into 4 parts: S block elements, P block elements, D block elements, F block elements, none of our concept. So आप में से जो भी 11th में साइंस लेने वाले हैं, केमिस्ट्री लेने वाले हैं, उनको ये चीजें डिटेल में पढ़ने की जरूरत है। 10th तक हमारा 20 तक ही एलिमेंट्स होते हैं, बट बीच बीच में से भी एलिमेंट्स पूछे जाते हैं, इसलिए आई रिकमेंड कि आप 30 तक एटलीस्ट एलिमेंट्स को याद रखें। ओके, ट्रांजिशन एलिमेंट्स भी क्या क्या होते हैं 30 तक याद रखिए, इसके बाद आगे याद रखने की ऐसी कोई खास जरूरत नहीं है। ऊपर वाले एलिमेंट्स की बात कर लेते हैं। अगर हम फ्लोरीन की बात करें तो 2 7 होता है। The configuration of fluorine is 2,7 and what will it do? It will either lose these 7 electrons because अगर इसको दो तरीके, या तो ये दो ही शेल रखे या फिर एक शेल रखे। दो शेल रखेगा तो ये एक इलेक्ट्रॉन को गेन कर लेगा तो 2,8 हो जाएगा, तो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन को गेन करने पर 2,8 हो जाएगा। लेकिन अगर 7 को लूज कर देगा तो एक ही शेल बचेगी इस पर, जिस पर 2 पे भी स्टेबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया फॉलो हो जाएगा। बट वो 7 लूज करना आसान नहीं है। इट इज नॉट इजी टू लूज 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन, सो इट विल रादर gain 1 electron. So the valency of fluorine will be 1, the valency of oxygen will be 2, the valency of nitrogen, because it will gain 3 electrons, it will be 3. The valency of carbon, very important topic, very important element. This is the reason why we are having a special chapter for carbon, that is carbon and its compound. And let me tell you, we are having 3 branches of chemistry. Let me tell you, okay, I'll tell you this after some time. First we will discuss this valency part, then I will come to the carbon. Boron will lose these 3 electrons, so the valency will be 3, and beryllium will be 2, and for this it will be 1. Okay, and for hydrogen it will either lose this electron or gain, so it will also have a valency 1. There is a special case of hydrogen. This is special case of hydrogen. Why? Because it can lose an electron as well as it can gain an electron. The same number of electrons can be gained or same number of electrons can be lost. So this position, whether it is not clear that hydrogen is an element, it is a metal or non-metal, we are not clear about. So okay, so it can behave like both by losing or gaining that 1 electron. So we can say the valency, from here we can say what? The valency of the elements, will exist. Valency of the elements will exist from 0 to 4. It can be either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, right? So valency will exist between 0 to 4. It will never go beyond 4 or it will never go beyond 0. Okay. Now we are talking about carbon. The one point which arises here is about the carbon. We are not going to discuss in detail, but a small glimpse. So carbon, the chemistry is being divided into 3 parts. First one is the inorganic chemistry. Second one is the organic chemistry. And the third one is the physical chemistry. Okay, when you will take an admission into the 11th class, then you are going to read all these chemistries separately. In fact, it is given in the same textbook of NCERT, but if you will purchase the references, or if you go for the coachings of IIT, JEE or NEET, then you will come to know that these chemistry will be called as inorganic, organic and physical. You must have heard about them. ओके, कोटा फैक्ट्री बहुत ही फेमस वेब सीरीज है, अगर आपने देखी हो तो आई थिंक इनऑर्गेनिक और ऑर्गेनिक को सुनाई दिया होगा। ओके, सो इनऑर्गेनिक में क्या होता है, जो भी हम लोग अभी पढ़ रहे हैं, हमारा जो 11th का 10th का जो सिलेबस है वो ऑलमोस्ट इनऑर्गेनिक पे ही बेस्ड है, एक चैप्टर को छोड़कर। ठीक है, तो जितने भी एलिमेंट्स की स्टडी है, जितने भी एलिमेंट्स हैं हमारे नोन, कितने एलिमेंट्स नोन है? टोटल 118 एलिमेंट्स नोन है। लेकिन 118 की बजाय इसमें जो भी हम लोग स्टडी करते हैं वो 117 की स्टडी। ओके, व्हाटएवर, अच्छा इसको 118 ही कर लेते हैं अभी फिलहाल के लिए। ठीक है, कार्बन भी इसमें आते हैं, लेकिन एक एलिमेंट है कार्बन। कार्बन जब मिल जाता है हाइड्रोजन के साथ, ओके, व्हेन कार्बन कंबाइंस विद हाइड्रोजन, देन द कंपाउंड्स आर नोन एज हाइड्रोकार्बन। Okay, and hydrocarbons have a very unique property. It is a very unique type of compounds it will form. Very unique compounds it will form, and these unique compounds is very large in number, very large in number. Okay, so जितने भी compounds ये inorganic के 118 एलिमेंट्स टोटल, इसमें कार्बन भी इंक्लूडेड है, ये मिलके बनाते हैं, उससे ज्यादा कार्बन और हाइड्रोजन मिलके हाइड्रोकार्बन की फॉर्म में बना देते हैं। इसलिए हम लोग उसको एक अलग केमिस्ट्री के हिसाब से पढ़ते हैं, जहां पर हम लोग किसकी स्टडी करते हैं? हाइड्रोकार्बन की स्टडी। ओके, तो हाइड्रोकार्बन इज स्टडीड इन दिस पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री। कार्बन का कोई कंपाउंड जो, क्या कार्बन इनऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स भी बनाता है? डू कार्बन मेक्स इनऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स? सो यस इट डू, इट डज, because CO2 or CO, it is, they are the inorganic compounds of carbon. Okay, so the hydrocarbons mainly is considered in this organic chemistry. And what is physical chemistry? Whatever we have learned, like solute, when we are going to do the calculative part. Calculative part means electrolytic cell, what is the voltage of a cell, EMF of the cell, right? Solute particle, what is the concentration of solute particles, what is the concentration of solvent which we should take. All these things is being considered as the physical chemistry part. Okay, whatever we are doing, whatever calculations we are doing is being considered as the physical chemistry part. Okay, so this is the concept of valency, which is very important for us. Why? Because we need to form a compound. Suppose we have been given that we have a statement that sodium is reacting with chlorine. Sodium is reacting with chlorine and forms sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. So how do we write it? How do we write it? We'll say that sodium means Na is reacting with Cl2 because there are some elements which are diatomic. There are some elements which are diatomic. Where should I write this? Let me check. Okay, we can do it here. Diatomic compounds or molecules. We can either write them molecules. Okay, so O2, H2, N2, Cl2, F2, Br2, I2, right? Oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine, all these elements are written as a diatomic molecule when they are aromatic. मतलब आप कभी भी अकेला ऑक्सीजन ऐसे नहीं लिख सकते, ठीक है? They always exist in this form, O2. ओके, कभी आप नाइट्रोजन को ऐसे नहीं लिख सकते हो, they always exist in this. जब वो अकेले हैं तब, हाँ, किसी के साथ कंपाउंड बनाए हुए हैं तो ये अकेले रह सकते हैं, राइट? ये वो ऑलरेडी किसी के साथ कंपाउंड, जैसे H2O है, like H2O. H2O can be here in H2O ऑक्सीजन अकेला है, एक ही मॉलिक्यूल है, एक ही एटम है ऑक्सीजन का, so it can be possible because it is already attached with this hydrogen. Okay, हाइड्रोजन 2 क्यों है वो अलग रीजन है, वो अभी मैं आपको बताऊंगा कंपाउंड जब बनता है तो क्या रीजन होता है उसका, ठीक है? लेकिन हाइड्रोजन के साथ 2 लगा हुआ है ऑलरेडी, लेकिन अगर ये हाइड्रोजन यहाँ पर चाहे तो वो HO भी बन सकता है, अगर कहीं पे लगाओ, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल HCl है, सबसे बेस्ट एग्जांपल HCl। तो Cl भी अकेला नहीं रह सकता, H भी अकेला नहीं रह सकता, लेकिन जब ये साथ में रहेंगे तो ये अकेले रह सकते हैं, मतलब क्योंकि ये एक दूसरे का साथ पकड़े हुए हैं, लेकिन ये अकेले नहीं एग्जिस्ट करेंगे, अकेले के लिए इनको 2 लगाना पड़ेगा, यानी क्लोरीन और क्लोरीन का एक मॉलिक्यूल वहां पर रहेगा, ठीक है जी? तो ये डायटोमिक मॉलिक्यूल्स कहलाते हैं, कौन से वाले? ये वाले, ये वाले। ओके, सो हियर if a question is given that sodium is reacting with chlorine and forms sodium chloride, so we all know the formula for sodium chloride and we write this NaCl. Okay, but again the question is given, if the question is given that a magnesium is reacting with chlorine and form magnesium chloride. ओके, मैग्नीशियम क्लोराइड। तो जैसे ही हमारे पास ये स्टेटमेंट लिखा हुआ आएगा, हम क्या करेंगे? बहुत अच्छी बात है भाई, Mg है मैग्नीशियम, क्लोरीन है Cl2, हम क्या करेंगे इसको? अच्छा, NaCl का हमें याद था कि सोडियम क्लोराइड का NaCl होता है, तो मैग्नीशियम क्लोराइड फिर क्या होगा? MgCl होगा। जैसे ही आपने आप ये लिखेंगे, दिस विल बी कंसीडर्ड एज। अब इससे आगे आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो, बैलेंसिंग नहीं कर सकते हो, ठीक है, कंपाउंड तो ऑलरेडी गलत बने हुआ है, तो बैलेंसिंग वगैरह जो भी प्रोसेस होगा वो आप नहीं करते। व्हाई? बिकॉज MgCl इज नॉट अ कंपाउंड। कैसे कंपाउंड फॉर्म करना है वो देख लेते हैं। whenever you want to form a compound like NaCl, NaCl means sodium chloride। हमको पता है सोडियम मीन्स Na and chlorine means chloride means chlorine। Sodium chloride means sodium, Na, chloride means chlorine, that is Cl। We should always know about the valencies of this fluid. Now, how to identify the valency? We do not need to learn these valency. We always know the process how to establish our formula for valency. How can we find the valency? So we should always remember the atomic number, means it is having atomic number 1, 11, and the atomic number of fluorine is 17, means the configuration here is 281, the configuration here is 287, 281 and 287, right? So it will lose 1 electron, so the valency of sodium is 1, and it will gain 1 electron, so the valency of chlorine is 1. And what we will do, this is of no use. We should always know the valency, and what we'll do, we'll cross multiply it. तो 1 इसके पास चला जाएगा, 1 इसके पास चला जाएगा, यानी कि ये क्या बनेगा, NaCl। ठीक है, 1 को रिप्रेजेंट करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, राइट? नाउ मैग्नीशियम क्लोराइड अगर हमें बनाना है, तो वी शुड नो द वैलेंसी ऑफ मैग्नीशियम, मींस इट इज 282, दिस इज 287, द वैलेंसी ऑफ मैग्नीशियम इज 2, द वैलेंसी ऑफ क्लोरीन इज 1, एंड व्हाट विल डू, विल रब दिस। अब ये आप रफ में कर सकते हो, ये जो काम है ये आप रफ में कर सकते हो, you can do it in the rough work, okay? So what magnesium, the valency of magnesium is 2 and the chlorine is this, and we'll cross multiply it, okay? We'll cross multiply it. So what we will do, magnesium takes 1 and it cannot be represented, no problem, it is not mandatory to represent 1 when it is with someone. So this chlorine has 2, so this will become Cl2, right? So this is the actual formula for magnesium chloride. How do we form water? Water means H2O, ये सबको पता है, लेकिन क्यों H के साथ 2 आया था? Because the valency of H is 1 and the valency of oxygen is 2, so it will give this 2 to him and this 1 to him. This will become H2O. 2 will go to the hydrogen, so this will become H2O. Okay. Aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide. Okay. Aluminium oxide. What is the formula for aluminium oxide? This is Al. Oxide means O. And what is here? This Al represents 3 valency, oxygen represents 2 valency, so this 2 will go to the aluminium, this 3 will go to the oxygen, this will become Al2O3. Okay, Al2O3. This will be the formula for aluminium oxide. Okay, so this is how you can form a compound, and without forming this compound, your chemistry is absolutely incomplete, because आप अगर केमिस्ट्री को समझना चाहते हैं तो कंपाउंड फॉर्मेशन जरूरी हो गई होगा, बिकॉज आपको हमेशा ये जरूरी नहीं है कि वहां पर जो कोई भी चीज है वो आपको इस सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में दी जाए। ठीक है, सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में मतलब आपको एक रिएक्शन जो है वो ऐसी दे दी जाए। ठीक है, इट इज नॉट कंपल्सरी। सो रिमेंबर, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दिस फॉर्मेट, हाउ टू फॉर्म अ कंपाउंड, एंड बाय नोइंग दिस you can always form a compound, so that your reaction part should be getting easy. Okay, now let's move further. There are some ions, some pre-existing ions. सारे डिस्कस नहीं कर पाएंगे, लेकिन जितने भी हो सकते हैं उतने हम लोग डिस्कस कर लेते हैं। ठीक है, प्री एग्जिस्टिंग आयंस क्या होते हैं, कौन कौन से होते हैं? दिस इज SO4 2-, दिस इज नोन एज सल्फेट आयन, sulfate ion. Okay, SO3 2-, this is sulfide ion, okay. CO3 2-, this is carbonate ion, okay. NH4 positive, this is ammonium ion. Ammonium ion. Okay. OH negative, this is hydroxide ion. Hydroxide ion. ZnO2 negative, this is zincate ion. This is what? This is zincate. AlO3 minus, this is aluminate ion. Aluminate ion. Okay. H3O SCO3 negative. This is what? This is hydrogen carbonate ion, or it is also known as bicarbonate ion. What? Bicarbonate ion. Okay, so these are some pre-existing ions which we are going to discuss in our chapters. But what is the use of this ion? Whatever charge they are having now, they are considered as the valency. Suppose if we want to make a formula where we suppose we have a reaction, we have a chemical reaction like sodium is added. Okay, not sodium. Let's suppose sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide solution is added to sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid solution. Then it will form sodium sulfate and what? Water. Then how do we write it in a reaction form? Okay, how do we write the chemical reaction, chemical equation associated with this statement of chemical reaction? So what it is going to tell us? It is telling us that sodium hydroxide solution means sodium and hydroxide. Now we should know the hydroxide. So hydroxide, we have already discussed that hydroxide is an ion. Hydroxide is an ion. So sodium hydroxide means sodium and hydroxide. Sodium has a valency 1 and hydroxide has a charge negative, 1 negative. Okay, you have to remember these ions. So this has 1 negative charge, means the valency is considered as 1, because with valency we cannot add minus sign. So here it will go with this, it will go with this. So what is the formula for sodium hydroxide? It is NaOH. Okay, it is reacting with sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid means H2SO4. This we don't need to understand, or we need to do. Otherwise, we can also write this H and SO4. So this SO4 2 negative. This is 1 negative. This is an ion. So this has a valency 1. This has a valency 2. It will go with this. It will go with this. Okay. What does it form? It forms sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate. Sulfate means SO4 2 negative. So the valency of sodium is 1. The valency of sulfate is 2. It will go with this. It will go with this. So what it will form? Na2SO4. Sorry. This will become sodium sulfate plus water. Water means H2O. So this is the required chemical reaction. We always remember how to make these compounds, because if we don't know this, we are never going to move further. There's always a follow-up question. It will never ask you like this. It will always ask you when sodium hydroxide solution is added to the sulfuric solution, complete this reaction. So for completing the reaction, we need to understand the types of reaction, which we are going to discuss in the first chapter of chemistry. No worries about that. And with that, it will always ask you and also balance them, and also balance the equation. So for balancing also, these numbers should be right properly. Okay, if these numbers of these compounds are not correct, then you cannot be able to balance it. And if you are balancing it, then you are doing it wrong. Okay, if these compounds, the formula of these compounds are not correct. So this is why valency, the concept of valency is really, really important for our class 10th science. Okay. So this is all about the concept of valency. Every kind of concept is being discussed today. Okay, so whatever is left, we can discuss it within the chapters. Now the batch starts on 25th. We can also discuss that. The starting date, batch will start on 25th June 2021. Okay, where you need to download AKU classes app. Okay, AKU classes app. Okay, this needs to be downloaded and join the batch. Join the batch using batch code HCI 250621. This is nothing but the date. Okay, this is nothing but the date, 25th June 2021 250621. Okay, so this part is for the YouTube people whoever is seeing this video on the YouTube. They can join the batch. For you, the joining link of this, app is being given in the description. You can join it from there. You can download it from there. Register it by using your phone number and OTP, and give me a batch joining request using this code, and you will be added to the batch. Again, the fees of this batch is rupees 800, but special discount is applicable for early joiners. For more details, you can watch yesterday's video. Okay, so again, this is it from my side for today's demo session. If you have any problem, you can ask me, and if you don't have any problem, then we'll move forward. We'll come and meet on 25th of June with our first chapter, that is chemical reaction and equation. Okay, we are going to discuss all the concepts regarding that chapter, and then we'll move forward to the next chapters. We'll take tests and all. Okay, so if you have any doubt regarding how do we proceed, how do we complete our syllabus, how do we proceed in the batch, you can watch the last video. Okay, it is being uploaded on the app also. It is completely free for all. These 2 demo sessions is free for all. Okay, so you can join the batch anytime. Okay, no doubts? Anyone is having doubt, you can ask me. Okay, so if you have no doubts, then we'll meet on the 25th. Timing will be given to you. I'll tell you the timing through message or through announcements of this batch. So we'll discuss it later on. Okay, so bye-bye for now. Take care and Jai Hind.